Let me paint the battlefield picture that financial media is completely butchering. Vivopower didn't just allocate $30 million to XRP, they engineered a regenerative loop treasury strategy through Doppler finance that's designed to compound institutional-grade yields systematically. Here's what separates this from every other corporate treasury allocation. Traditional companies buy Bitcoin or Ethereum and pray for appreciation. Vivopower created a self-feeding ecosystem where XRP generates yields that get reinvested into more XRP, creating an exponential accumulation machine. The mathematics are devastating for anyone betting against XRP long-term. This isn't speculation. This is systematic wealth compounding using institutional infrastructure. Every yield cycle increases their XRP position, which increases future yield potential, which accelerates accumulation velocity. But here's the psychological warfare aspect that's pure genius. Vivopower projects this strategy could expand beyond 200 million in assets under management. That's not growth, that's market colonization. They're not buying XRP hoping it goes up. They're building infrastructure that makes XRP appreciation inevitable through systematic buying pressure. Think about the ripple effects. No pun intended. When other energy companies see Vivopower generating consistent yields while diversifying their treasury through blockchain assets, copycat strategies become inevitable. This isn't just one company's treasury decision, it's the blueprint for entire industry transformation. Warriors, if this analysis is already rewiring your brain about institutional XRP adoption, prove it by absolutely destroying that like button right now. It takes zero effort but signals to YouTube's algorithm that this intelligence deserves maximum distribution. And if you haven't joined the TJ Crypto World Army yet, smash that subscribe button and notification bell. I deliver battle-tested analysis like this consistently, and my warriors always get the alpha before the masses. Now let me reveal the second reason this move is pure strategic brilliance, and why most analysts are missing the forest for the trees. Vivopower didn't just allocate treasury funds to XRP tokens. They invested $100 million directly into Ripple equity. This is financial chess played at grandmaster level, while retail traders are playing checkers. Here's why this equity position changes everything. Vivopower now benefits from both XRP token appreciation and Ripple's corporate valuation growth. When Ripple wins regulatory battles, signs enterprise partnerships, or expands market share, Vivopower profits twice, once through their equity stake and again through their XRP Treasury appreciation. But the psychological warfare runs deeper. By taking equity positions, Vivopower signals to the institutional world that Ripple isn't just a crypto company. It's a legitimate financial infrastructure provider worthy of traditional venture capital allocation. This legitimizes XRP for other institutional treasuries who were previously too risk-averse to touch crypto assets. The timing is surgical precision. Ripple's regulatory clarity is emerging, RLUSD stablecoin launches are accelerating enterprise adoption, and traditional finance is desperate for yield-generating alternatives to money market funds. Vivopower positioned themselves at the intersection of all three trends while retail traders argue about technical analysis on Twitter. And here's the kicker that nobody's discussing. Vivopower confirmed participation at XRP Seoul 2025, a conference expecting 3,000 delegates and 100 companies from 40 countries. This isn't just attendance, this is institutional networking designed to replicate their strategy across multiple corporations and geographical regions. This brings us to the third reason, and this is where mathematical inevitability meets geographical dominance. South Korea controls 25% of global XRP trading volume. That's $20 billion in liquidity flow. But here's the statistic that should terrify XRP bears. South Korean investors hold 25% of XRP's circulating supply, valued at approximately $29 billion when Vivopower announces their regenerative loop strategy at XRP Seoul 2025. They're not just sharing corporate strategy. They're providing a blueprint to the most XRP-concentrated investor base on the planet. If even 10% of South Korean institutional capital adopts similar treasury strategies, the buying pressure becomes mathematically unstoppable. But the psychological element is even more powerful. South Korean crypto culture values systematic accumulation over speculative trading. The regenerative loop model aligns perfectly with their investment philosophy, making adoption probability extremely high. Vivopower isn't just attending a conference, they're seeding institutional FOMO in the world's most XRP bullish geographical region. When Korean energy companies, financial institutions, and corporations see yield-generating XRP Treasury strategies working, copycat implementation becomes inevitable. Now let's examine the technical warfare unfolding on the charts because timing and execution matter in institutional adoption cycles. XRP currently trades at 286 with 223% daily gains and 6.8 billion in volume, an 11% increase indicating institutional accumulation pressure. The critical battlefield lies at $2.74 support, with victory targeting 320-340 resistance zones. Here's why these levels matter for institutional strategy timing. Successful defense of 2I-74 confirms that institutional buying pressure overwhelms retail selling. A breakout above 320 signals that XRP has established a new accumulation base for the next leg toward $5-10 targets. But the risk management element is equally critical. RSI at 45 indicates neutral momentum with room for explosive movement in either direction. MACD below zero suggests institutional accumulation is still building before the breakout phase begins. Warriors, if this analysis opened your eyes to XRP's institutional transformation, prove it by smashing that like button and subscribing to TJ Crypto World immediately. Your engagement helps me continue delivering intelligence that separates profitable traders from the confused masses. Drop a comment with your XRP price prediction for 2025. I read every warrior's insight and feature the most strategic thinking in future videos. I want to personally salute every warrior who made it through this entire institutional analysis. Your commitment to understanding systematic wealth creation instead of chasing random pumps is what transforms retail traders into institutional thinking predators. Vivopower'S regenerative loop strategy represents the intersection of corporate treasury evolution and blockchain infrastructure maturation. While retail traders debate short-term price movements, institutional money is building systematic accumulation engines that make long-term appreciation mathematically inevitable. Before you leave, make sure to check out my recent analysis on why altcoin season is secretly beginning right now. It perfectly complements this XRP institutional adoption breakdown and reveals the macro forces that make strategies like Vivopower'S incredibly powerful heading into 2025. Keep your analysis sharp, your emotions disciplined, and remember, institutional money doesn't chase trends, it creates them. This is TJ from TJ Crypto World, and I'll see you on the next institutional battlefield analysis.